Hey, everybody.
That's great. That's great, guys.
Just a little inside baseball in our future plans to open up a tavern, how we're going to run things. That's fine.
The Goblin Tavern.
Yeah. I mean, we advertise AdventureCheck Brewing at Super Brawl, so
Yeah.
Goblin Grog is coming up.
I'm still in.
You know, I've never had keg before. Why are you like? Why? I mean,
the announcements. I'm gonna go on Google. Don't mind me.
I was gonna say, why are you surprised, Kevin? But
you
didn't go to college with me, so maybe you don't know. I didn't go to my first.
Almost every weekend, dude. I was there by extension.
Yeah, really.
I didn't go to my first party, my first legit party until senior year, and there was no keg there.
Until I studied abroad.
I went to 0 parties.
Yeah.
And even then, that one I went to.
0 parties at my college.
Anyway, we're here tonight. It's Tuesday, so we have a campaign to continue, I guess. We narrowly avoided a TPK last session, I believe.
Let's see if we can hit it and get one this session.
Yeah, it's got to give it the old college try. And if you don't succeed the first time, try again.
Speaking of college.
I believe all of you don't have inspiration, so let's see some D20s going on here.
I swear to God.
20.
And we're gonna play
6
golf rules. Oh my god.
If I do this again for like the 4th time in a row. Oh no! Alright, you know what? Look, we fought a vampire, we barely survived. Matt managed to smooth talk his way out of things, and we agreed to help with the freaking treasure or hoard of whatever shit she wants. And Figg's not happy about it, and everyone else is just meh, and now we're gonna go keep moving forward to see more do, but we might not make it because we're all scared, and we are all well aware of what we have to do next. That's it. There's my summary. Done.
Do you think that's worth inspiration?
First person to show a pet on stream.
I'm gonna do this like a corporate manager at a year-end review. You tell me how you think you did.
I think I did great. Give me a raise. 20% raise.
Did anybody die? No? Give me a raise.
Listen, I've been doing recaps the past number of weeks by myself already. This has now become consistent. I'm doing the extra work and doing all of it, so therefore gimme.
Wow.
I volunteer as tribute then.
I was gonna say, you started rattling things off before I even got to say anything. I was say, do you want to give it, or do you want to do the trivia question instead?
I really want inspiration. Are you kidding?
Well, fine. Take your goddamn inspiration.
Yeah. I did it.
All right. I guess I'll stay by my word with golf rules. So the next lowest.
I was wondering if you could go next lowest to that.
Yeah. I guess I'll be consistent. I won't just make shit up on the fly. You finally got the name of this vampire. What's her name?
Oh, you're asking me for a name of an NPC who's somewhat potentially.
Thought I did.
Taenel.
I was gonna say it is Taenel, and all you had to do was scroll up in the.
I was just gonna say.
I did not scroll. You can look on stream. No scrolling. It's in my notes.
Yay, Matt!
Alright, go ahead and take your inspiration.
You're asking me about the name of a monster we met and conversed with?
Monster's a little harsh.
You're right. Barely counts as a monster.
She carries a conversation. And could keep good company if you get to know her, but we'll see. And you know what? For the hell of it, Kevin, go ahead and take inspiration as well, because you did a fantastic job at Nationals.
Oh, thanks.
Hey! Congrats, Kevin!
Thank you.
That Animal Crossing clap.
This is how we run the
Tied with a
stream.
world champion for first, and lost by a point. So, what's up?
There we go.
Next time.
Next time.
At Worlds. All right.
Plenty of time to train.
To build off of Lindsay's riveting recap.
You're
most
welcome.
Most of last session was a very tense fighting encounter with the vampire and her two hounds, Bell and Hith, who pretty much went to just entertain the vampire and trying to tear the three of you limb from limb and perhaps get a new bone toy out of the whole ordeal. Unfortunately for them, Bell and Hith were slain in the encounter, which brought the vampire by the name of Taenel into the fray and beginning the fight, all while a yelling conversation between Malvhor and her was taking place during the fight as a way of trying to hopefully come to some sort of ceasefire, a truce, and hopefully come out with your guys' skin somewhat intact, at least free of, two small puncture wounds on the neck. Luckily, it seemed to have piqued her interest as she started probing a bit further as to where you were going, why you were going there, what this might have to do with this tribute that she's looking for that apparently resides in Osgiliath that she hasn't located herself yet. You all expressed to her that you are on your way to Cirith Ungol to meet with Mordu, and we're going to head for the Ephel Dúath pass near Minas Morgul, to which she found very amusing. But she said, you know what?
Boosting.
This might be beneficial to me if you think this has something to do with the tribute. So let's call the ceasefire, and I'll guide you through that pass. The condition was that any information that you gleaned from Mordu from within that might have anything to do with her tribute back in Osgiliath, that you were to be forthright with her. And we'll see how that turns out, as before the sun rose, she departed and told you all that she would meet you at the base of the mountain right by Minas Morgul. So, with another very loose, unwilling alliance here.
I'm very good at unwilling loose alliances. That sounds weird.
Yeah, I don't know how to take that.
Alliance with a vampire.
Let's get some soundscapes in here so you guys can wake in the next morning. Hello, Misty Mountain. Thank you for joining us. As you guys take what moments you did after the battle to rest up, bandage yourselves, and get ready for the next morning to set out on your path heading down towards Minas Morgul, formerly known as Minas Ethel. Is there anything you guys would wish to do in your travel between here and there?
That's a good
regret
question.
my life choices that brought me here.
This was your fucking
Hey,
fault.
just saying, neither of you talked me out of it.
Because you put us in a position not to be talked out of it, you fuck.
We have consistently argued this out of stream so many times.
Spicy.
Oh my god. One day Matt's gonna say it again and the two of us are just gonna be like, BAM!
Oh, when he said that again, we're probably gonna be dead, and I'm gonna come back and haunt his rolls. That way he gets disadvantage and everything, cause fuck you.
Y'all don't see the big plot here, right? I lure you into the Star Fortress,
Boot up your ass.
kill your characters, and I'm the only one who lives to rule.
Oh, no, you go first.
Oh, I am going Talion style and coming back as a ring wraith on your ass. Okay, let's continue.
In character, Malvhor is very solemn, not talking, just pushing along.
Okay.
How, I know some of us got bit by Taenel during the fight. Is all of that okay? after
Remains to
a
be
bit?
seen.
Go ahead and give me. Were you bit?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Oh. Oh, not bad.
The wounds are small. I mean, they seem to be. They're still pretty fresh, but they seem to be, with the treatment that you did the night before, are beginning to heal. So they don't seem to be like persisting or anything like that. You don't feel any different other than, probably battle fatigue.
Okay. I'm tempted to do something, but I don't have 3 questions. I can probably come up with them. Do I have to do 3 questions every time for the meditation?
You don't have to. I guess you don't have to ask 3. You just have a limit of 3.
I'll meditate. That's what Fig would do right now. After everything, she's going to, while she's kind of continuing to recuperate and prepping to get ready for the next morning, she'll be sitting after waking up, and she'll run the ribbon at the end of her axe through her fingers, and then at one point she'll stop and just like hold that ribbon tightly, and she'll close her eyes and she'll just start thinking about her friend, and just basically wants to see if she can reach out to anything and see if what he's doing, if he's well, and just to try to ease some worry.
Okay. Goes a little bit beyond the meditation.
Oh, is it? Oh.
It's not magical in nature. Like, you can't like scry.
No, I'm not trying to scry. I'm just trying to like well, okay.
You can probably meditate on the idea of them and get a feeling or a vibe depending on what you roll.
Okay, because it does say during this time you focus on a particular question, problem, location, or individual.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, I just that's her primary focus right now. She just wants to glean anything about him.
Go
right now.
ahead and make a meditation check. And do you have questions to ask? Regarding...
I think
knowing that the answers, if you're successful, are probably gonna be more of like feelings versus like visions and stuff like that.
Sure. I think it was kind of what I rattled off. Potentially where he is he well, and that's all I got.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a meditation check. 22. That's actually pretty good.
That's really
Natural
good.
19. Wow. Ooh. Okay. You take a few moments in the morning, just as like the dew in the morning air is just setting into the grass. So you kneel down in the sort of the wet grassland area and just feel that refreshing morning air and feeling of nature. And you close your eyes and you focus in on your friend Galad, and sort of just try and connect with nature, with the world and the universe essentially, and see if you can get some sort of
Third question, is he a
I feel like
vampire?
every time I go to monologue something like this, you come up with something in the middle of it.
I'm so sorry.
What's the third question?
Is he a vampire? Because
Is he
she's
a vampire?
because she's haunted. She's getting haunted by all the stuff Taenel said during the that she's teased her with and
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You reach out trying to make some sort of connection through the earth and the universe, looking for some sort of cosmic sign of some sort of feeling of how your friend might be, where he is in the world. You focus in and you initially struggle sort of in your mind's eye creating a location of where he might be. There's just not enough information from what you have to begin to venture a guess. So instead you focus in on the memory of his face and how he walked, how he talked, and you just sort of hone in and focus in on him. You get a sense of relief, of an understanding that he is most likely alive and safe. So I believe that answers one of the questions. The location part is really hard for you to hone in on. It seems either something in the world might be obscuring where he might be, and as you're trying to follow these cosmic threads of where you know him to be from, where he tended to travel to and be around, and you follow them to essentially dead ends, and they don't seem to yield any bit of information. And in that middle of that thought, your arm twitches.
Same as the night prior?
It seems to be edging in a very rough direction that seems very similar. You do begin to notice that this twitch has picked up in pace since traveling out this direction, though not by a lot. It seems to be just a bit more frequent than it was before, but it's not happening every 30 seconds or anything like that.
Well, because I think it happened. I think based on my notes, it happened technically last night, journey time, because I think it was after the fight, unless I'm wrong.
I'd have to go back and double check.
Okay, that's the only note I have from last session is arm twitch.
But you get the feeling that this might have been a premature one, where it was more or less trying to answer for you. And in that moment of your arm twitching, you sort of take your one hand and brush it up against the side of your arm up towards the shoulder, and you realize the area that's been twitching and pulling as you rub your fingers across it is where you place that armband.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Does the armband look any different on me?
No. It's still the same as it was before. Still gold with a wrapping tree trunk around several times that blooms up into a canopy of trees that pretty much comes up and covers the shoulder area.
I get this armband from Locke, but we found it somewhere. Oh.
He found it in Osgiliath when Locke was looking for something. He found it as a side thing and gave it to you.
I think that's when he was looking for the sword. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as the vampire question is concerned, you seek out for a similar sort of energy that you feel like Taenel puts off, and that feeling of that cave and cavern that the two of you were in years ago. You search for that energy, and it's almost too pocketed in the world to determine whether or not any one of them might be him.
Okay. And I'm sorry, you said the twitching was in a similar direction, so easterly? Like eastern direction?
Northeast, more northeast from where you guys are, in a very general wide area.
Do I? Okay, no, that's good. I'm good.
All good?
Yeah. Wait, is that where we're heading?
Currently you're heading east, directly east. But the direction it pulls you is more northeast. It's actually probably favoring more north right now than it would be east.
Right, but is trying to reach Mordu in the end, is that northeast or north?
It can be. It's more east than north.
Okay.
We must go to
Too
the
big
Lonely
still.
Mountain.
I'm not intentionally trying to be confusing and vague here. It's the fact that it is pulling you in a vast, giant
Wide,
general direction. Like you don't know where, because you've noticed that when it pulls in Peligir, it is slightly different than where it is now. So it does seem to be pulling in a guided direction, and it has changed as you moved on the map.
Right.
So
Okay.
We should just
from
go
where you
there
are
one day.
currently, I mean, by you would have to know specifically homing beacon of where right there is Cirith Ungol, and it's pulling me just slightly off to the left, so it's hard to tell.
To the left.
Okay. Don't we as a group have a map?
You do.
Who has
Have
it?
a map of the region from when
tell me
physically
it's
you
Locke.
do.
Yeah.
No, Locke gave it to you
No.
guys. Yeah, physically, you have the physical map, Lindsay.
No,
As
I
a
know
group,
that.
I guess that's up to you guys.
Physically, yeah, the physical.
I think
curious.
I think Fig should have the map in character too, because Lindsay has the physical map.
All right, fine. So after all that meditation and stuff, Fig is going to stow her axe again and leave the ribbon alone, and then she's going to pull the map and stare at it
Okay.
and just sit there.
Okay. It is a map of the immediate region of Gondor.
Hold on.
While she's doing that, you guys doing anything else as you're trekking along here?
I'd like to
just
think
kinda,
we
looking
trekked.
at-
I'd like to think we trekked a little bit, and then we realized she's meditating, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, we kind of turn around and be like, oh, we forgot something.
Oh, you guys leave me!
I did that.
2
I've
feet.
done that in character in a game once because I realized the entire party left an NPC. So I just started talking. I'm like, oh my god, we left him behind.
Right?
Bottom right corner.
At this point, I'm just gonna start building a makeshift wagon. I'm gonna throw Vig in the back of it and be like, let's go.
Yeah, and you would technically have the colored hexed map on the back
Oh.
because that's what.
How loud is this in my mic?
I just heard.
Isn't
"Woo."
that
That's what Win gave you. So it gives you the more details of terrain, roads, and whatnot, which is usually only what the Loremaster would see. But as you guys might get maps of regions, I will actually give you that aspect so you can make informed decisions. Because currently in your group, there's no Wanderer, who's usually pretty staple about knowing areas and lands. So this would be better suited for you guys to, make traveling easier.
Gotcha. So we are where exactly? Just in Ithilien?
You're just east of Osgiliath, maybe by a day or two, in Ithilien.
Are we at the crossroads yet? That's at north and south Ithilien?
Yeah, we'll say so.
I feel like I'm in a Zoom meeting and it's like, you're right here.
Do you guys see this?
I'm gonna share my screen.
Our performance needs to be better. Anyways.
After we got fucked by a vampire.
You guys, I don't know. I think we could have done a lot better this game. So then north, I can't do this backwards. East is like this-o direction. So
yeah.
It's still somewhat okay.
I mean, immediately, yeah, it could be. You won't know until you get there if it twitches again and continues in a different direction or what have you. You don't know.
At that point, your arm's gonna pop off and just be its own entity.
Yeah, really? Okay.
Yeah, extreme.
But what you have noticed now that you've sort of pieced it a little bit together that the armband is doing this, that it has changed varying in direction based on where you are physically in the world, and it has now changed in frequency.
Yes.
Now that you've gone north.
Gotcha. Okay.
Lindsay, Misty Mountain's giving you inspiration.
Thank you!
Nice.
Okay, I will stop hogging the spotlight because I feel like I am, but Fig is going to stare at the map for probably a solid 15 minutes and then just give up and put it away as we continue traveling.
Okay.
And then every once in a while she'll take the armband off and kind of like closely examine it to, I don't know, see if she sees anything different, and then
I'm gonna lean in towards Malvhor and go, you know what she's doing?
I think she's learning to read.
I can read.
Why is she staring at that band?
I don't know. Hey, Fig, why are you staring at that band?
I've, mentioned my arm twitching before. I noticed it's actually this.
Ah. Well then...
You being busy kicking ass.
It might be trying to lead us in maybe a different direction or the same way we're going. It's hard to tell what it wants.
Any way to know if it's a good direction or a bad direction?
My
No,
experience, you buy it a drink, it tells you what you want. I don't think that applies for a band.
I just stare at Cirion like, what?
Just, I mean, it's funny that I'm saying it in this situation where we are, but I'd be careful with that killer. I don't know if it's good or bad.
It's been twitching since rescuing Merwin. And the direction of it has been changing somewhat as we traveled. So I am just trying to understand. I don't know what it means yet.
Well, perhaps one day we can seek it out.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't mind me, I'm just writing in my notes.
Fig is crazy.
Cirion's gonna be playing in the dirt with his sword, just drawing things in the dirt.
What are you drawing?
Don't worry about it. It's a tree with 2 rocks at the bottom.
Gee, I figured.
Seems to be
Fig
an
will just-
excellent nest for a creature of some sort.
Next up, I'm gonna draw 2 rocks.
Fig is just going to look down at the dirt and just look at Cirion with a grunt and like a small like glare, almost like why?
I'm gonna look at her and go, I don't have a map.
Well,
Do you? What?
What am I gonna do? You're looking at the map?
Do you want the map? Who's guide? I forget.
I think it's Malvhor.
I think it is Malvhor.
Oh, okay. Do you want the map?
I mean, I know roughly where we're going. We've already planned this out. We just gotta make good time. I don't think Taenel will be too pleased if we keep her waiting.
Hmm.
Oh, which way is your band tugging? Is it in our direction, or...
For now, it seems like it.
Oh, we can keep going that direction, and if the band maybe tells you otherwise, or you get a better idea, we can listen to that. In the meantime, I don't like staying here, so onward we move.
My better idea was to go to Greenwood.
That was my idea too, but we got a friend here that didn't want to do that.
Oh my God,
Alright,
we're all
companions,
so
I'm
salty with each other.
gonna wipe the dirt off my sword, sheath it, and go, let's go.
Kevin's done role playing.
No, I'm still role playing. I'm just gonna cause havoc from this point on.
You guys head out over the course of the next few days, around 2 days or so, traveling through the forest, keeping to the crossroads or the main roads, but as you get closer and closer to the mountain range, you move off of them a bit just to keep hidden, knowing that this is now unfriendly territory, that there are roaming orc patrols around, and you keep to the route that you laid out, move a little bit further more at night to get more distance and the cover of dark. But as you get closer, you know, the clouds roll in and obscure the sunlight a bit more so than they have elsewhere in Ithilien. A very dense, eerie feeling in this region of Ithilien as you edge closer and closer. And Cirion, you of all people know that you're getting uncomfortably close to Minas Ithil. And you can just feel it in the air, this eerie tension and this ever so slightly emerald green luminescence that sort of just like, almost like an aurora borealis, only at eye level, that just sort of shimmers across objects. And as you begin to round the roads and come around a small hillside and ravine that guards the main pathway into Minas Ithil, you see what was clearly once a marble white beacon of a city, now cloaked in shadow in this eerie green luminant light. Its once tall, proud citadel tower is now shrouded in dark mist. And the only signs of life are flickering torchlights that scatter the bastions and the bulwarks. And as you look up and you see a large winged beast flap and land perched on top of the citadel as its tail loops around, as it skulks about and looks about as a fell beast. Minas Ethel, now Minas Morgul. It's home to the enemy. And Cirion, as you lay your eyes on this once proud city, you are met with flashes of memory of the city's walls being breached, of its gates being busted down as orcs run rampant through the streets, butchering, murdering anybody in their path. I need you to make a corruption saving throw.
Before I make this, Cirion is going to be standing there, just going to pause, and he is white-knuckling the hilt of his sword. And
not bad.
Take
Natural
it.
18. White knuckling that sword, you feel the beads of sweat begin to pull at your forehead and run down your back as you feel that slight cool breeze in the middle of your shoulder blades as you begin to perspire, and you're tightening your grip around the hilt of your sword so tightly that you can begin to hear the jingling of the metal that attaches to the belt. Take a deep breath. You push the memories to a dark corner of your mind.
Something the ale can't fix later.
I'll just.
You all, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to slowly approach up and stand next to Cirion and put a hand on his shoulder and just look at him and go, Are you alright?
Tyrion will kind of like briefly jump because he didn't even realize you were there, and go like just like brief like, yeah, I'll be okay.
Is this the place you were talking about with what happened?
It is. Told myself the next time I came back here it'd be to liberate the city. Purge it. Damn shame I couldn't live up to that.
Well,
Or
if you think about it, you're not returning to the city yet. So you can still keep that promise.
Kind of like, I'm not even like focused on the two of them. It's like, right there at the Citadels where I lost a couple men. Here's where we ran out. But anyway, neither here nor there. Let's continue.
perhaps next time, then.
Next time I hope to be visiting here with an army.
It would take that to fight a beast such as that.
We're gonna want to avoid that. Do I know what kind of beast is up there based on my experiences, battles?
Go ahead and give me a Shadow Lore check.
Okay. Why'd I close out my sheet? Ah, damn it. Not my best skill, but...
You don't know the kind of beast or the creature by name or anything like that. You know that at least at the time of the battle there, you saw the Witch King using it as a mount. So you are familiar with seeing it in battle, and that the fact that it can also fly.
So I'll just say, we're gonna want to avoid that.
You see that long, swooping head just moving side to side, looking over the ramparts and even the valley below. Jumps off. Lands on top of the walls. You see just specks of individuals as the dust petals out and clears. A couple of banners moving around. You see the creature get real low. You can almost make out something walking up alongside of it, mounting the side, getting on top, taking the reins, pulling it back. You see the head flip back up and the wings outstretch long as it lets out a guttural roar across and it sort of echoes through the valley. and then as it flies up, hovers for a bit, you see it circle the city and fly out north.
I have decided. I'd rather take the vampire, and I'm going to keep walking.
Good decision, Fig. Like where your head's at. Let's go meet her.
You walk a couple more feet, and maybe
She's just standing 2 feet from us.
she's.
Yeah, really? Oh, you would you?
She's been traveling like as a bat the whole time. We never noticed.
Oh, she did say what was always watching? Or something's always watching.
Basically, the
The
force
dogs
has
or
eyes.
something.
She said the
Yeah.
forest has eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe about 200 or
bodes
so
well.
feet from the main causeway bridge that spans the valley below and over into Minas Ethel. You see in a sort of trench-like ditch off to the left, sitting on top of a rock, Taenel just playing with a pebble, looking up towards the sky.
Looking for something
We
up
take
there?
too long.
I'd like to think there was an awkward silence and we both tried to break it at the same
Yeah.
time.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say something, so that's where I
I did
waited.
too, yeah.
I'm just gonna say first. We take too long.
It's a good thing you're being to yourselves, because I mean I talked over you.
You know, I had something to say, but there's no point in it now. She flicks the pebble. Glad you can make it.
Oh, we wouldn't want to miss the party, would we?
You're feeling all right? You look sick.
6 out of 10 over here, but
Well, I hope you're all in the mood for some climbing. As she looks up the side of the mountain, as you can see, very crude-looking, steep staircase that seems to go up for hundreds of feet and taper off to the point where it's almost vertical, and the stairs themselves begin to disappear.
I'm gonna look up and then look at her.
Who
I'm
made
surprised
this?
you're not willing to fly up there.
Oh, I'll fly.
Oh, so we're doing the climbing.
Can you fly?
What if I ask you really nicely?
Don't push your luck.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes and go, let's get this over with, and crack my knuckles and just start. Like, I walk up to the staircase, I'm like, all right, whatever.
I'll just kind of look back at the vampire after she says that and smirk a little bit. It's like, see you at the top.
Greenwood has the right attitude. As her wings jut out. Do be careful. Gets a bit sketchy the further up you go. She flies, juts up. You see her arc through to the point where she becomes a speck and goes through a bit of cloud cover and disappears.
I just grumble as I'm climbing.
After Vig gets a little bit ways up, I'll start following her a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll climb too.
I hate this.
I'm just gonna look. I have to be like, nope. We gave it a good effort and just walk away.
You gave it a It was not too late to turn back. Fucking Malvhor.
Everyone after this session can get Lindsay's new "You Tried" sticker.
you know what, Goldwyn?
I haven't revealed it yet.
Sorry we didn't save your child, but climbing rocks seemed like too difficult.
We tried.
Look, Lindsay, I will just say your sticker got a TSA agent laughing, so.
Oh, did it? The fucking one?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yay! I made a TSA agent laugh without being there.
That's hard to do.
They're like, whose sticker is this? Like, no, I don't know. Whose bag is this? Whose case? Whatever the like bag case. I was like, that's mine. It's like, where'd you get that sticker from? I was like, oh, a friend made it.
That's when you sent it the website. No, I'm kidding.
Someone ring business cards.
Yeah, really. I'll throw 100 at you and be like, go.
Worlds remember that.
Everyone, go ahead and make some athletic checks.
Oh boy, you
No.
do. If you remember, you do have inspiration from Mountain.
I do, yes, but I also have.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
never mind. Actually,
Woo!
Damn!
I forgot. Cirion, do me a favor. Go ahead and roll another Shadow Lore check. You had advantage because of the embarkation. So
Oh, that's right.
If that fails, 14. It's a fell beast. You succeeded. Good job.
Hey. No, let us check. Please don't fail this one.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
10. Okay.
Oh, this old man's got some muscles.
He's limbering up. He's going.
I am going up like Mufasa at the moment.
Oh no! Oh, Mufasa.
Long live the king.
The king.
It's dropped.
Still a
sorry,
heart-wrenching
what?
moment. You're not the king anymore. You can't wear that.
You didn't want the crown. I gave it to you earlier. You put it back in here.
I wasn't gonna wear it on stream.
And,
I'll wear
You
it
missed
on
an
Friday's
opportunity.
stream.
You missed an opportunity.
I'll wear it.
Get it.
No, you're not king. Play the game.
I was a prince, damn it.
Fig with the bit of the head start of not really taking any shit from Taenel, just bounds, and the initial part of the stairs really helps, as you guys do have a decent footing to get your momentum going as you climb for the better part of a few hours, stopping every now and again where you can to rest your arms and your legs, and at one point you come around an outstretched part of the mountain that you climb up. Fig, you'll be the first one to get there as you find a small landing of outstretched ground as you pull yourself up, and you see sitting cross-legged as you sit up Taenel. 2 hours, not bad, Greenwood.
Was it a race?
No, it wasn't. Just curious, really.
I'm going
With the others still a little bit behind you, she walks forward towards the edge as she stands up and looks down past you as you heft yourself up. Why do you spend your time with the likes of them?
Why not?
You're better than them, Greenwood. Surely you've seen this. You're different. But you skulk about this region, the bag of bones, and an arrogant drunkard.
Name's Cirion.
We share a common goal.
And what goal is that? A child?
Right now it is.
And what happens when that goal no longer exists? What happens when they toss you aside and leave you for nothing? Like that one elven friend of yours.
Life, like a river, ebbs and flows. You move with that stream.
Philosophy of a Huron, I swear. Nothing breaks your stride, Greenwood. We'll see how long that spirit takes you.
Don't try me.
Believe me, I'm the least terrifying thing on this mountain right now. As Malvor's hand comes over.
Still got it.
Really?
I'll take that moment to like kind of break away from the conversation. And I'm going to just reach down and kind of like press my hand against the dirt and touch it and try to get a like, I don't know, I guess a sense of the earth vibe here in comparison to how I'm used to how the forests typically feel and whatnot. But that can be later or whatever. Continue.
You two have a fun chat.
Oh, just passing time. I'm impressed you came in second.
I'm a little impressed too. I for sure thought I was gonna fall and die.
I'm just gonna yell at some point. I like slip for a brief second. You hear, fuck!
Malvhor will laugh.
I do hope your group doesn't have an aversion to spiky, pointy objects on the ground.
After she says that, you hear, fuck this mountain!
Well, the one member of our group who did is no longer with us.
Impaled.
Indeed, but surprisingly not dead. Very painful.
Eventually, Cirion makes his way up. Well, you're about halfway there.
Oh, wonderful.
Get some rest if you can. The next trek is a bit harder. If you don't do it just right, you might find yourself pretty exhausted by the time we get to where we're going.
Exhausted is highlighted in yellow.
You hover over it, gives you a tooltip. Exhausted condition.
Okay, well, you heard it. Let's take 5.
Yes. Nowhere to go but up from here, and the next thing you'll get to is the tunnel.
At least the tunnel doesn't require climbing. A
What's
nice
in the
leisurely
tunnel?
stroll. It's a leisurely stroll. I don't know if that came through.
A tunnel. There's a guardian inside. And it'll be best suited if we can slip past unnoticed. But be as quiet as you can. Don't touch anything. If you do, I will not hesitate to leave you behind.
Are you who's stronger, you or this guardian?
I'm gonna guess the Guardian, Malvhor.
Because to be honest with you, you are terrifying.
I'll take that as a compliment. If you must know, I'm not even the head of my order.
Oh, you just opened my world. You blew my mind with that statement.
Well,
How many more of you?
oh,
Just because she'll tell us.
why would you need to know that?
Curiosity.
Join us, and then you may very well know yourself.
Is that an
She
invitation?
brandishes her fangs.
I just look away with a glare.
Just gonna stare at her. It's like, those retract or are those naturally there?
There are 3 types of characters right now. Or at least 2.
She locks eyes with you, Cirion. and you see the red of her iris begin to slightly glow as you feel your vision sort of fixated on her. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit.
See what your smart ass mouth did?
You're playing with fire.
You said wisdom?
Yes.
What? Oh, I haven't been keeping track of. Damn.
Interesting.
There we go.
Well,
I kind of get up as she said that. I'm like, oh, yes, I am. Thank you. Shall we continue?
when you're ready, you can all continue to head up. I'll meet you up there. She leaps off the side and her wings come out. Flap a few times. Do take your time. Don't look down.
Okay. Steel yourselves, friends. The hardest part of this journey is ahead of us, not behind us.
There's a fucking guardian up there.
With our determination and our friendship, we can make it. And I'm giving you both inspiration.
I am piling this inspiration. I'm just gonna grumble a little bit in response, and I'll just do the same thing. Just get right to climbing.
Look at Malvhor as he said that. After I get my inspiration, I'm just gonna walk up and just go, and then proceed to go up the mountain.
That doesn't feel like you're inspired.
I'm inspired.
Did I inspire my friends? I don't know.
Is fuck you energy a type of inspiration?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
A trainer and a fighter. Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
So both of you can add a 1d8 to a check in the next 10 minutes.
Sweet. For 10 minutes.
Probably need it based on my fucking rolls tonight.
Thank you, Matt.
Everyone go ahead and make athletics
Player
checks.
me, Matt. Thank you. Character-wise, fuck you.
I can't inspire myself, so.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna use the viewer inspiration.
Dirty 20.
Viewer should be a D4.
Oh, I thought it was a reroll.
No, it's just default.
No.
All right, well then I'll have used my own inspiration, I'll say, since I just did that roll. And then I'll add a D4. No, I'll add a D8 before Matt goes away after 10 minutes.
Okay. 19.
Okay. Yeah.
20 and 19.
Oh no!
I'm just gonna burn my inspiration here.
Okay.
Because I mean, I feel like maybe I shouldn't, but every time I use my inspiration, it goes down by 1.
We need a rest in peace.
I'm gonna
right now.
I'm gonna stop using my inspiration.
Oh shit.
I can't wait to make this a clip because all of our reactions to it were just like.
There were like 18 other things. There were 18 other things I could have rolled that would have been higher.
Oh my god.
You don't have any other dice up your
No,
sleeve?
that's it. I can't inspire myself. Inspiration is supposed to be helpful.
Whew. Yikes. Alright.
Thank you for
Peace.
clipping.
Malvho's just gonna be like,
Yeah.
peace.
No. Maybe if I'm right next to you, I'll catch you.
All of a sudden, Malvhor has crumbs on his jackets. You all start your trek back up. Malvhor trailing behind a bit as there are many moments where the rock face goes past 90 degrees as you now are almost going completely the opposite direction. Gravity is really pulling against you. There's moments as you're climbing up. Fig, since you're ahead, you find a handhold and it breaks free and the rock tumbles down and Cirion narrowly ducks out of the way. But with everything going on, Malvhor looks up and it collides into his shoulder. He falls down maybe a few feet and he reaches out and he grabs onto another thing and his arm juts out a bit, almost pulling it out of the socket. But he's able to hang on and begins to his slow climb back up, a little bruised.
That's your fault, Fig.
You put us in this mess.
It's a slow climb as you cut through the clouds, and you can just see, or you cut through a layer of clouds and are just met with almost deep gray clouds higher up. The sun itself, you can see distance in the west, just beginning to beacon out of existence as it's beginning to set, but the whole time you felt like you were already in a nighttime state. You all do eventually arrive to your destination as you find Taenel sitting outside a opening in the side of the mountain. Unfortunately, Malvhor, you have to take a point of exhaustion.
Oh, only one?
Yeah, the only one. I'm not jumping that.
I was expecting you to dish out 2 for the natural one.
No.
What?
I'm just glad you didn't fall, like, completely.
Yeah.
I'm not that cruel.
I guess that would have been mean, yeah.
That would have just been instant
And that's
death.
how Malvhor died.
If this was regular D&D and there was magic potentially to like save him, then yeah, free fall. But no, I'm not doing that here.
That's like a save or die mechanic.
Yeah.
You get to the top of Taenel, sitting on a small outcropping next to this probably about 3 foot wide opening in the rock face that you stare into, and you just see light cease to exist. That is just a black void inside as she just sort of looks in. That's where we're going.
It says a lot when even you sound a little worried.
There are creatures far older than I in this world. And none of them are to be taken lightly.
Since I am from at least Minas Ithil, do I know anything about potentially like any rumors or anything about the guardian of this cave?
Go ahead and give me a shadow lore check.
An advantage. Right?
He still hasn't failed a check.
advantage.
Oh, you don't need it.
Cirion has
thank God I
been
knew that
killing it all night.
22. He's riding this advantage all through this journey. He's the only one to still have it.
Yeah.
Please.
You know that there were definitely whispers of, explorers, travelers, of some ancient beast that resided within the Ephel Dúath that sort of guarded a narrow pass between Gondor and Mordor. You know from history that there is some element of truth to this, that a very old creature once resided in the world by the name of Ungoliant. But Ungoliant was defeated and killed thousands of years ago, but not before she had offspring. You believe one of those offspring is this supposed guardian of the pass.
So I'm gonna look at Taenel and go, is this a child of Ungoliant?
It is indeed. Goes by the name of Shelob.
Shelob. Pleasant name. Of half the stories I've heard of Ungoliants are true, we're in for hell if we run into Shelob.
And, you wait till we climb the stairs to tell us about Shelob.
You didn't ask.
I mean, I'll tell y'all, like, too long don't read version of it. Basically, in their bad, we fucked if we run into it.
It would not have mattered if she told us about this Shelob beforehand or not. I would have assumed we would have kept going.
Your only other path into Cirith Ungol is through the Black Gate in Mordor. And from what I understood, that wasn't an option for you, so here you are.
Just, everyone, if we run into this child of Ungoliant, Shelob, we're in for the fight of our lives.
Pray it doesn't come to that, and then if it does, pray that she is not hungry.
That's a long name.
Just Shelob, then.
Now's the time to turn back if you care to.
There's no turning back.
Very well. It'll be hard navigating in there, so keep quiet. Keep close. And if you get lost, it was nice knowing you.
Oh, well, that's a nice sentiment at least.
Aw, you like us.
She stands up, pulls a dagger. Follow me. Steps
Be
into
wise. Would it be wise to have one of those handy?
Leave it up to you.
I'm gonna look back at my group and be like, well, the fucking vampire's doing it. I'm gonna do it. But I'm just gonna kind of like look back.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have my
Come
sword
back and-
drawn.
Then I'm gonna draw my dagger and have it like in a reverse grip, just kind of like ready for use.
Axe and shield.
Steps in to the opening and maybe walks about 2 steps and is completely engulfed in darkness. You completely lose sight of her immediately. What's the marching order?
Should we
Who
tie
has dark
ourselves
vision?
together with rope or something so no one splits up?
That's
Like, who
not a
has
bad
dark
idea.
vision in this group?
I don't think any of us do. Well, no, Fig does, I think.
I thought Vig did.
So Fig
Eh,
leads, and we tie ourselves to Fig.
That's fine, yeah. Because I
50 feet
think,
of...
yeah, I should have rope from my traveling pack.
So I'm gonna say, let's tie the rope like slip style onto wrists. That way our weapon hands are free, and we can at least stay together. And if need be, if we get into combat, we can slip the rope off, do what we gotta do.
I'm
Okay,
not
okay, go
taking.
team.
I'm not taking. Yeah, but I'm not taking this rope off.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
No,
if
that's-
shit
yeah.
went really down,
Yeah.
you could easily slip the knot off, throw the rope, and be like,
Yeah,
"Alright, let's do this."
I guess that's not a terrible idea.
Yeah.
But I don't
Okay.
like. It has to be life or death.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then I'll pull out the rope from my seasonal traveling pack, and I'll with Cirion's help for the knot and everything, just work on tying all of us up together.
Okay. Take a few moments. Tie each wrist. Pretty much make a line.
Yeah.
What's the marching order of that?
I'm first.
Say Vig first, me second, Malvhor last.
Okay.
All right.
I think Malvhor should be in the middle
I
because
would
he's
like
squishy.
to. I would like to be in
once I
the
said
middle.
that, I was like, you know what? That should be. Yeah. So we'll put Malvhor in the
Okay.
middle. I'll take the rear. Giggity.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll take my
Wow.
rear.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Boy. Yeah.
I'm in danger.
You tie off the ropes.
If being
Then
chased
you
by
take-
Shelob, you just gotta be faster than your slowest friend.
Oh, fuck you. I'm in the rear.
You're all roped together, so
I was gonna say.
you're all technically grappled.
Yeah.
It's a package deal. It's a
Yeah.
3-for-1.
Yeah, that was my only like caveat to my own idea, and I was like, "But it's dark."
I will.
It's
I
dark.
will say. I will say, for the purposes of this, since you are tied together, that if it comes to it, Fig, your movement speed is 30
I figured
to match
Yeah,
everyone
that's
else, unless
fine.
you slip it off.
until I cut off the rope. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
So
Ah.
you secure the rope. You take a deep breath. Fig, you step into the cavern. Malvhor, you see her disappear. You feel the rope tug. You begin to walk. Cirion, you see him go disappear into the darkness, and then you are pulled in yourself, and all three of you are pulled into this dark, cavernous system deep within the mountains, and you can hear just the ever so slight sound of ringing moisture dripping and just sort of echoing ever so slightly, and you hear the slightest footfalls of Taenel some distance ahead of you. And that's where we're gonna take a break.
Ah, no! I was ready to get started.
I know!
Salutations, listeners. My name is Professor Benjamin O'Toole of the Waterdeep University and Arcane Institute. I'm known for being an educator, philanthropist, gentleman, adventurer, researcher, and now a conservationist. I wish to express my concern as of late in regards to the dwindling population of the majestic owlbear. These beautiful creatures are all too often poached and hunted by so-called adventuring parties for resources like hides, arcane focuses, foci, and experience. Here at the O'Toole Owlbear Conservation, we are making a difference with our foster and breeding programs by taking in orphaned cubs? No, chicks. Juvenile owlbears. Our volunteers work closely with the owlbears in our care until they are of age and suitable for the reintroduction to the wild. Without our, and potentially your, intervention in this matter, owlbears could very well disappear from our forests. So, how can you help us in our effort in preserving the Aves mammalia? You can get involved in this effort by symbolically adopting one of our owlbear juveniles. Your donation will go straight to their support and care. Take a tour of our facilities and read our various literatures to educate yourself on this wonderful creature. Write the lord or lady of your land and encourage policies that protect such wildlife. Learn druidic magic and swear to the safeguard of the wilds and all the creatures that live inside of it, vowing to the defense against the brutal adventuring parties who go hunting for these gentle creatures in such a barbaric manner. And in that vow, you follow an ancient druidic path that eventually leads you to the spirit of the forest, and they bestow upon you the power to take back the lands that once belonged to the beast and the bird that roam upon this realm. Recycle. Please help us in this noble effort. For more information, please direct all correspondence via a sending spell to the Office of Conservation at the O'Toole Owlbear Conservation. For inquiries regarding my research, Adventuring Days, my latest publication, speaking opportunities, private lessons, book club, and knitting circle, please forward your sending spell to the Office of Sir Benjamin O'Toole of the Waterdeep University and Arcane Institute. The O'Toole Conservation name, logo, and image are all protected licensure and owned by O'Toole Philanthropy. Use of this without the express written consent of Sir Benjamin O'Toole could result in legal action, a failed death save, a gentleman's acknowledgement of a worthy adversary for being outfoxed, and or loss of consortium. Side effects of druidic magic can include uncontrollable vine growth, with a sudden fascination of fungi, inability to revert from wild shape, body odor, an acquired taste for good berries, splinters, tanking for the party, depression, and or becoming one with the elements. The Oathwood Conservation is not responsible for anyone being maimed, eaten, killed, or disfigured by anyone attempting to approach owlbears. Please do not contact our officers with liability claims. We will cast silence. We mean it. Casting speaking with animals within our facilities is strictly prohibited except by authorized personnel. We will take legal action.
Ooh, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear. I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear.
Haste.
I'm a bear.
Pack. We need
Right.
to leave.
I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear. Look at me bearing around.
Burn! And latch onto you. You take 5 shatter damage.
This is not the hug I wanted. Alright, let's make attacks at him.
Roll them dice.
You missed my birthday, bitch!
Probably go up on sale tomorrow. My donut! I got it. I lost it. I dropped my donut.
Talks amongst yourselves.
Yeah, so I think
Are we there yet?
that way might work.
Are we there yet?
Kevin, you're fired.
Don't have us talk amongst ourselves then.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a role-playing game.
Said the thespian.
Meh. Oh no.
In Lindsayisms.
Audience chat oh my god.
I think you've lost it.
I need to stop doing things on stream. Adventure. Just like that. Health back. Go back. How is everyone? I'm doing. Why are they back?
You hear something.
Thank God I am half in the tank.
I shall stand with you. Shit, you're on your own.
Hail, adventurer. Are you a dungeon master with a desire to transport your players to fantastical settings? Perhaps they are deep in the dungeon of a mad lich.
Fools, you have intervened for the last time. Let's see you survive my fireball.
Or perhaps the party has just come across bandits, and the Goliath monk releases a flurry of blows and a stunning strike to gain control of the conflict. Nice rolls on the attack. Or maybe the party is taking a breather after another difficult quest. If this sounds like something you want at your next ttrpg session, then head over to battlebards.com. By subscribing to BattleBards Prime, you get the ability to immerse your players in your campaign. You'll get complete streaming access to the libraries of both BattleBards and Platemail games. And whether your game is in person or virtual, you won't be limited, as you will have access to a caster and a mixer to be able to broadcast the tracks to all of your players. And of course, if you want to download and keep any tracks, then you get 20% off all in-store purchases. So what are you waiting for, adventurer? A quest posting at the local guild hall? Get over to battlebards.com and subscribe today, and use the coupon code ADVENTURE at checkout. Stay proficient, adventurers.
Salutations, listeners. My name is Professor Benjamin O'Toole of the Waterdeep University and Arcane Institute. I'm known for being an educator, philanthropist, gentleman, adventurer, researcher, and now a conservationist. I wish to express my concern as of late in regards to the dwindling population of the majestic owlbear. These beautiful creatures are all too often poached and hunted by so-called adventuring parties for resources like hides, arcane focuses, foci, and experience. Here at the O'Toole Owlbear Conservation, we are making a difference with our foster and breeding programs by taking in orphaned cubs? No, chicks. Juvenile owlbears. Our volunteers work closely with the owlbears in our care until they are of age and suitable for the reintroduction to the wild. Without our, and potentially your, intervention in this matter, owlbears could very well disappear from our force. So, how can you help us in our effort in preserving the Aves mammalia? You can get involved in this effort by symbolically adopting one of our owlbear juveniles. Your donation will go straight to their support and care. Take a tour of our facilities and read our various literatures to educate yourself on this wonderful creature. Write to the lord or lady of your land and encourage policies that protect such wildlife. Learn druidic magic and swear to the safeguard of the wilds and all the creatures that live inside of it, vowing to the defense against the brutal adventuring parties who go hunting for these gentle creatures in such a barbaric manner. And in that vow, you follow an ancient druidic path that eventually leads you to the spirit of the forest, and they bestow upon you the power to take back the lands that once belonged to the beast and the bird that roam upon this realm. Recycle. Please help us in this noble effort. For more information, please direct all correspondence via a sending spell to the Office of Conservation at the O'Toole Owlbear Conservation. For inquiries regarding my research, Adventuring Days, my latest publication, speaking opportunities, private lessons, book club, and knitting circle, please forward your sending spell to the office of Sir Benjamin O'Toole of the Waterdeep University and Arcane Institute. The O'Toole Conservation name, logo, and image are all protected licensure and owned by O'Toole Philanthropy. Use of this without the express written consent of Sir Benjamin O'Toole could result in legal action, a failed death save, a gentleman's acknowledgement of a worthy adversary for being outfoxed, and or loss of consortium. Side effects of druidic magic can include uncontrollable vine growth, sun fascination of fungi, inability to revert from wild shape, body odor, an acquired taste for good berries, splinters, tanking for the party, depression, and or becoming one with the elements. The O'Toole Conservation is not responsible for anyone being maimed, eaten, killed, or disfigured by anyone attempting to approach owlbears. Please do not contact our officers with liability claims. We will cast silence. We mean it. Casting speaking with animals within our facilities is strictly prohibited except by authorized personnel. We will take legal action.
Ooh, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear. I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear.
Haste.
I'm a bear.
Pack. We need
Rise.
to leave.
I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear. Look at me bearing around.
latch onto you. You take 5 shatter damage.
This is not the hug I wanted. Alright, let's make attacks at him.
Roll them dice.
You missed my birthday, bitch!
Probably go up on sale tomorrow. A donut! I got it. I lost it. I dropped my donut.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, so I think
Are we there yet?
that way might work.
Are we there yet?
Kevin, you're fired.
Don't have us talk amongst ourselves then.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a role-playing game.
Said the thespian.
Meh. Oh, oh no.
In Lindsayisms.
Audience, meh? Chat, meh? Oh my god.
I think you've lost it.
I need to stop doing things on stream. Adventure. Just like that. Health back. Go back. How is everyone? I'm doing. Why are they back?
You hear something.
Thank God I am half in the tank.
I shall stand with you. Shit, you're on your own. Welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed our little ad break highlight reel of all the fun shit we do. But couple of things. I will not be streaming this Friday because Lindsay will be. We're going to be doing King of the Castle again, but since Lindsay overthrew me, she is going to be Queen of the Castle. So if you had fun last Friday trying to be the royal court and being a noble of our fine kingdom, then come back again this Friday at 7:30, and you can be one of the nobility for Queen Lindsay. And we
I
can see what
expect you
happens
guys
there.
to overthrow me in 15 minutes, no more, no less.
We'll put up a timer.
59.
I'll set up a timer.
Hey, if everyone just votes the way I want, then it'll be a quick game.
Wow.
So, that being said, that's also actually a bit of a precursor for things to come, because Friday's not the last time you're going to see Lindsay. She's coming back to a streaming schedule. She's going to be back next Monday with miniature painting. Hi. She's finally back, gang.
The Queen
you've-
has returned.
So if you've missed miniature painting with Lindsay, she's going to be back on Monday at what time? Lindsay?
2.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes.
So, 2 o'clock Eastern. So, if you miss the live stream, you can catch the VOD on Twitch when you have availability. Otherwise, we'll be back.
Yes, Paul, 2
2 a.m. stream!
Jesus Christ.
There was one of Lindsay's streams that almost went that way. She got raided 3 times in a row after
Oh
each
my
time
God.
she said, "I'm ending stream," and then
That
she
was
got
fun.
raided.
That was fun, though. That was a wild time.
It was a wild.
All right.
But I'm excited to be back. Yay!
So, I believe that's all of our actual
Ooh, I'll
announcements
show
right
who
now.
I'm gonna
Lin-
paint first.
Oh, yes, of course.
So, I'll just show them all. We got our faves peoples here. Guess who this is? Oh, you can't see.
I gotta like move in.
There we go. Who's that? Who's that Pokemon?
Is that my boy?
Is that
It's
serious?
your boy!
Oh my God!
And then we got... Who's that Pokemon? Focus, you fuck! There you go.
That looks like Locke.
I'm not familiar with Focus You Fuck as a Pokemon. Not familiar.
And then I killed Kevin. And then we got
That's Malvhor. I recognize that power stance anywhere.
We got clean shaven Malvhor.
I
Yes.
had to mute myself.
And then finally,
And there's the queen herself.
the queen herself. So I will start with Fig as a what do I want to say? As
A
a
warm-up?
warm-up getting back into mini painting, yes.
Oh,
because then it's my mini. So if I mess up, I won't feel bad.
Okay, wait a minute.
I won't mess up, but it will. I'm sure I'll pick back up on it in no time. But hey, to be safe. But I'm very excited to paint our crew.
Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking awesome.
So Lindsay will be back next Monday, just in time for me to have to change the schedule in our ad break, just as I made a new one. Hooray for me. So, I'll get around to that. I'm sure that won't be up for months on end, and finally change it. But so that's our programming update for the coming months. So look forward to that. I do believe that's everything I have. I don't believe we have any other announcements as of now. So let's dive back in. Thank you, Nova.
I was gonna say she just meowed outside my door. I think.
Let's get some soundscapes going on here.
Oh no. So I want to immediately start stealthing the moment I enter total darkness. And hopefully the other two follow my lead.
I'm gonna get my sword out and make as much noise as
Yeah, I was gonna pull out pots and pans and be
I
like, ding,
will
ding,
murder
ding.
your ass if you do.
Mute a good time.
All right. Stealth checks from those that are doing it. Malvhor with 1 level of exhaustion. Please give me a
Oh
disadvantage.
shit! Oh wait, I have a D8. I have a D8. I have a D8. I'm using it.
Oh,
mean-
alright, I'm gonna use viewer inspiration now.
Oh man.
Oh no.
15. I'll take it.
If I get the highest stealth on disadvantage, it's not gonna happen, but if... It would have been a 22! It would have been a 22!
We're dead! We're dead!
We're alive, but we're dead.
Well, now it's
Oh
just
my
like
God, dude.
it's a different type of skill check now.
Oh no! We're so
we're dead.
no.
We are so goddamn dead.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm just gonna take the dagger to my hand. I'm gonna put it in Malvor's throat, and then I'm kidding.
Now I have to
Oh,
seduce. Now I have to make an alliance with Shelob.
Oh my god, no, seduce Shelob. That's the only way, dude.
Ow!
All of a sudden the streamer sure. Ah!
So, with you all tethered to one another, you follow Fig's lead as you are pulled into this cavern of initial pitch darkness. It takes you a moment and your eyes begin to adjust as you initially see like those spots in the center of your eyes as these close in. And then you blink a few times and you do begin to make out shapes of the cavern. There are these low, round, carved away sections of tunnel as you step in and you feel your feet sticking and slowing onto the ground. And as you reach out to one side and sort of get your bearings, your hand pushes through a thick, sticky substance that you move around and pull away almost as if it's web-like. And you can hear the sound of the moisture ringing through as you pull, as you trudge through this webbed cavern, and you can see hanging from ceiling cocooned large birds and various other animals that have made their way through here in an unfortunate time.
What? Huh?
Vig, you're in the lead. What do you do?
What do you mean? What do you do? I'm trying to. I'm trying to go and get us through the tunnel.
You walk in and you see an immediate, almost like porous-like stone cavern system that juts out in almost like 10 different directions, and you can see it go down deeper into the cave, up and along the sides, and you just see large cavernous areas that get out wider and bigger. Where do you go?
Do I hear the direction of where Taenel's footsteps are going? Can I pinpoint that?
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Hey! Where was that for my stealth?
22. You listen out and try to listen past the ambient sounds of the cave system, and every now and again you almost hear skittering or crawling or quick movement that seems to rustle through, echoing throughout the caves. But every now and again you hear a this way.
Oh, good. We have a guide. I follow the guide.
You look out and you see a silhouette just sort of skulking through, just sort of gesturing. You begin to follow it as the silhouette moves further ahead before you even begin moving and rounds out of sight.
Is she leaving any footprints? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Is she leaving any footprints that I can see and or continue to follow? Don't hold that up. My anxiety just peaked.
With a 22, you don't see any discernible footprints. You look down at the cavern floor, and it is just covered in web.
Okay. All right, then I'm gonna keep following after her voice for as long as she gives hints.
Okay. You follow her voice, and you round the corner, and you step, and your foot falls through the ground as you go all the way up to your thigh through an opening in the floor, or the cavern floor, as the webs break free, and you drop down, and you feel the crawling of 1,000 different insects going up your legs and beginning to bite and pinch in. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Thanks for finding that, Vig.
You're welcome.
Stealth checks be damned.
Solid
22
rolls,
again.
though.
22.
I'm just happy about that 22 survival because it's now when I'm not hunting.
You feel
Just bad at hunting.
Apparently, how she survived this whole time.
You feel the insects crawling and beginning to spread, and you pull yourself out of this trapdoor and get your bearings and sort of try and brush them off as quickly as you can, but not before you can feel them bite into you. You take 6 poison damage.
Okay.
But you are
That's
luckily
fine.
not poisoned.
Oh, goody. That's nice.
As you pull yourself out, you hear a low, echoey hiss from deeper within the caverns as you pull yourself out and get your bearings, and do not see a sign of Taenel anywhere.
Great. I'm going to whisper very silently to the two behind me to mind the gap.
Mind the gap. Okay, thank you, London.
Try to mind the gap.
Wow, Lindsay's
Lindsay's
getting all the
again.
inspiration.
Oh, I got 2 viewer inspirations now. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what? I'll pass one of them over to Malvhor.
I don't know if you can do that.
Allowed to do that. Am I allowed?
I'll allow it.
Oh, yay!
He's exhausted. You sidestep the trapdoor and make your way down into a large opening that juts out in 3 different directions, and you see the whole area is coated in the web. And as you look up, Fig, go ahead and give me a perception check since you're leading.
There,
Good
with
thing
advantage.
you have advantage.
Yeah, with advantage.
Oh.
Why?
It's
What was
empty.
the timer for?
It's the timer till Shelob shows up.
We screwed. It's a 24.
Everybody takes 3 psychic damage.
Oh.
Oh, this isn't good.
Oh no.
Say, everybody, what'd I do?
Natural
Oh.
1, total of Fig. There, total of 7 Fig.
Wait, no, she
No,
has advantage.
24.
What? Oh. Right. 24.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You look up in the center of this large cavern, and you see, probably stretching across maybe some 15 feet, the largest spider-like creature you've ever seen, hanging upside down here to the ceiling.
Cool.
And you can see just sort of dripping from upside down a bit of venom and fang as it skitters about slowly. It just moves, and you see it immediately fixate on you. What do you do?
I am eyeing it and watching it with my hand and my axe and shield still in hand, and I'm going to take like 3 more steps forward and watch and see what it does as I move.
As you you move forward towards it?
No, I keep going in the direction of trying to get through the tunnel. Sorry.
Yeah, as you move, you see it shift and just follow you as it just sidesteps on the ceiling and watches your path movement.
And then I'll whisper, to the other 2, we're being watched.
Well, I can't see it, so.
It's
Good.
above us.
I don't know. I can't see anything, so I'm just small blessings.
It's, yeah. It is above us.
Please get us out of here then.
I'm working on it. And I'm just gonna, it's just one of those things of like, stay. Oh, my headphones.
The moment you take your eyes off and look back, it's gone.
No, I would rage quit this game so fast.
As you slowly sidestep, you see one of its frontmost legs outstretch, technically above it because it's upside down, outstretch and touch the ground, slowly, followed by a second one, and slowly turns itself around and brings it down to the same level of you, and now sits in the center of this cavern.
Is it blocking us now?
It's not blocking you, not necessarily. You can move out and around. It's just in dead center.
Okay. Then I'm going to see, yeah, I'm gonna keep eyeing it, and then I'll still kind of slowly start to try to circle it in that room to get around it.
You okay, Fig?
No, it's in front of us now.
You tug your group along and sidestep around the outskirts. There's about 3 exits in here. Where are you going?
Oh, do I hear Taenel?
Give me a survival check.
Oh. I'm gonna use viewer inspo.
I mean, that was stealth, not survival.
Fuck me. Hey.
I was about to ask, what did you roll on the d20, and we'll just add the survival bonus, but okay.
Or do you want me to roll something different? I don't.
No, I asked for survival.
Okay.
An actual 20, I'll allow it.
A kind, benevolent god.
Yeah.
With Shelob looking down at
you
us.
can't get away with that shit with physical dice, let me tell you.
That's true.
You slowly move, and you're keeping eyes fixated on Shelob, and you listen intently for Taenel, and it's dead quiet in here. Like, if there was gonna be pin droppings, you'd hear it clear as day, and the only sounds you hear are just the natural ambient sounds of the cavern. And at one point, you hear from across to the second exit, you just hear a, "Oh, for fuck's sake."
I go second exit, but I'm still like facing big spider and
As you listen for that, everybody takes 4 psychic damage.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Yeah,
This
we
is
got.
bad.
You gotta go.
This is bad. Yeah.
As you are keeping fixated on her, and in that silence, you actually get distracted by finally hearing a voice, and you look in that direction to confirm where you heard it from, and you look back, Shelob is gone.
Oh. Bye, Lindsay. I am now Kevin.
I'm back. I hate this. I'm back.
What are you doing?
Precious seconds.
I'm going. Now that she's gone, I'm just like, whatever, and I'm going to pick up the pace just a smidge by trying to be stealthy.
Just a smidge.
Well, instead of like sidestepping, I'm going back to that normal stealthing pace.
All right, so you pick up the pace and you begin moving towards that second exit, and you get closer and you see that silhouette form begin to move deeper in, like, "You're going to get us all killed." She moves deeper in, and you follow the voices. It's a very narrow tunnel now, to the point of you couldn't even outstretch your arms. It's probably a 2-foot wide tunnel system now, as you're getting low and moving through, and you're being slowed from the fact of the webbing. Marching order, Cirion.
No.
You guys are moving down, and you're feeling this pull from the rope, and almost flying blind in the darkness. You hear this low hiss, sort of almost come off onto the right side of you, which sort of throws you off a bit, assuming that this is a cavern wall. It's a solid, and then out of nowhere, as 2 long legs jut out through the webbing and grab onto you. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, Cirion.
As the 2 of you feel the rope give as it gets pulled into the wall. 19. So as you get grabbed on by 2 of these long legs and pulled into the web, you bring up the dagger that you had out and do a quick cut across one of the legs, and you hear a screech in pain as it recoils enough for you to free up your arm and cut out the webbing and push on through as you run up along behind Fig and place your hand into her back and, like, move.
Yeah, I don't think slow and stealthy's not working anymore. We gotta go fast.
All right, and I will pick up the pace then, like they suggest.
You navigate down and out, at this point pretty much abandoning stealth, my understanding.
I guess so. They know we're here, so yeah.
Cirion almost got taken.
Yeah.
Moving at a quicker pace.
You are muted,
go ahead and just give me...
You're muted.
Damn it!
With the picking up the pace, you sort of abandon your wherewithal just a little bit. Go ahead and give me a perception check, Fig, as you are moving through. And I'll say it's at disadvantage, so straight roll.
Okay, right when I changed it to advantage this time. Hey!
You are saving our
21.
lives.
Are you sure?
You round the corner and at the last second notice that the entire opening, which looked completely clear to you, a light hits it just right and you see the reflection of almost like fish wire type stretching of webbing. So you stop dead, otherwise you would have been completely coiled up in it, and you go down further and follow along a path out into another large cavernous opening. But you don't see Taenel.
Of course I don't. Any footsteps from her or anything by any chance?
Survival check.
That might be.
You have
tricky.
a D4, right?
No, I used it.
You gave the other. She gave the other one to you.
I thought she had. I just thought she had 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, I'm
16.
officially all out.
16. You look around and try and find Taenel, but you don't see nor hear anything from her.
Okay. There are. Is it 5 this time?
6.
Fuck! 6? Okay, how many passageways are there now?
There appear to be 2.
Oh, I'll try the first one then.
All right, you start edging towards that first one. And as you move closer and closer to it, you feel a presence just sort of oppressing on you. As Shelob reaches down from the top of the ceiling and brings down out her stinger and goes into jam it into the back of Malvhor. I need a...
I'm dead. I'm so dead.
Constitution saving throw.
It's so weird that she went for the one in the middle.
You have a D4 in case you need it.
Natural 20. You guys are actually firing off a lot of natural 20s.
Yeah. I mean, I fired
don't
off 2
wanna
nat
die.
1s this game.
That's true.
The stinger comes through and actually cuts through a bit of the fabric of your shirt, and it actually misses you just barely, but it does scrape the side of you, so as you can feel it sort of puncture through the side and comes out the other end. The venom actually pumps through and comes out, so you actually avoid getting poisoned, but you do take 11 piercing damage.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, dude.
Malvhor's not looking good.
Oh no, I know where my hit points are at right now. I can't imagine you guys, because I'm not that great either now.
Imagine if the poison fired too.
Yeah.
We gotta go though. Go, keep going. Get us out of here.
I'm continuing to go.
You round the quick corner and you see Taenel at that first exit, who finally, in clear view, looks at you. You're going to get us all killed. Hurry, go through there now.
I just ignore her and keep going. I'm too focused on getting out.
It's not food time yet. As she brings up the rear as you guys begin to move forward through the cavern. You squeak through as the cave system begins to open up into a much wider and more open tunnel system. To those things sort of leading this part of it, you get the idea that this is probably a main tunnel that is used quite often for a creature of her size.
Mm-hmm.
But you come out into it and you come to a point where you start seeing other small cave systems feeding into this main one, and you hear the skittering of the spider legs on the webs just echoing in the distance, moving faster and faster, stopping. Silence. Then suddenly you hear it up on the left, up and ahead of you. somehow she's moving through the system in various probably trapdoors and secret tunnels that she's established over a long period of time of being here.
That's great.
Set it all on
You
fire.
eventually. No one brought a torch.
I technically have 5, but I thought we were being stealthy.
We've been running now.
Yeah. You make your way through this part of the cave. Fig, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, goody. There's nothing I can do about that.
You, following the path and running into this main cavern system, you come over to a part where suddenly your feet just slow to a halt and you get gummed up in the webbing, and you look around and you see just this massive, actual, like, perfect spider web in this area. As you get gummed up and you come to a stop, you look out behind you and you see your companions moving up alongside you. You see in the far corner behind them, in a hole in the ceiling, you just see this 8 gleaming eyes squeeze through this impossibly sized hole and come out, and just you see the fangs clacking together.
Oh, so is it from here on that it's all webby and gummy like that, or is it just that patch?
It's just the patch you pretty much landed on right now.
Okay. I'm going to quickly notify them to watch where I am, because there's web there, and then I want to start hacking at the web around my feet with the axe, my axe.
Everybody takes 4 psychic damage.
Only 4.
Fuck!
All right. To try to free myself.
You start hacking away at it, and you see Shelob skitter across the ceiling and down the other side, coming up on your left side, your left flank, and you see Taenel whip up a dagger and throw it across the room, and colliding with the side of Shelob's face. I told you were going to get us all killed. Go, run, get out of here.
Hey, did I free myself?
Yeah, and the time it took you that all to happen, you are able to free yourself, and you keep moving.
Okay.
Shelob sort of rotates and fixates on Taenel for a brief moment as you see her wings come out and hover up in sort of like a mid-air, trying to avoid the webs. You see Shelob sort of rear back, and the 2 front legs come up and try and pincer her down to the ground as you continue onward.
Yeah. I'm trying to get out.
Okay.
Can I turn around with my bow and take a shot at Shelob?
You can't see.
Oh.
You can make an attack at disadvantage.
Okay, as I'm moving.
Don't hit the vampire. Don't hit the vampire that's actually trying to help us for once.
I'm trying to help the vampire.
No.
10 will miss.
Okay. Took my 1 arrow.
Yeah, gotta go right now.
Yeah, I'm booking it.
Yeah, we're moving. I was still moving and shooting, but I can't see.
I want a real life timer, so.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was moving and shooting.
You rush through this portion of the cave, and you see Fig, you specifically sort of look around, and you just see more than just web. All of a sudden, you see areas that are just large white cocoons of webbing.
That's nice. Is it a dead end then, or is it just?
No, I'm just telling you what you see as you're moving.
Oh, okay.
You come to a chamber that's just filled with these large white sacks of webbing.
Okay. What passageways are around?
There's just one. It just keeps going.
Oh, then yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just telling you what you see.
I'm panicking.
Keep going. You keep going, running past the eggs, and keep pressing through portions of the tunnel system. And just moments later, you hear the echoes coming from behind. They eventually cease, but then you still hear the skittering coming. You catch glimpses of daylight in the distance down one of the offshoot caverns that you begin to follow and just trying to head for anything that goes for the outside. You weave down through, and now you start seeing bodies that are webbed.
That's nice.
Humanoid forms that are webbed up and either hanging from the ceiling or wrapped in a humanoid-like shape. And what glimpses of ones of faces that you can see, they appear to be orc. You eventually break out into an opening that now you can see the mountain peaks. You can see a bit of moonlight glimmering through bits of cloud, and in the distance, a castle-like structure jutting up over those peaks. As you catch your breath, seemingly made it out into actual solid ground. And then moments later, something crashes through the side of the mountain outside as webbing shoots out, and you see an object come tumbling out to the side and down to the ground as you see wings extended and rolled over themselves.
Is she webbed up?
You just saw a web, like there was a section of the cave that was like webbed over, and it burst through that. So you saw remnants of web come with it, and the body just sort of tumbles and rolls over and slides to a stop with the wings still out.
I'll go over and check on her.
Yeah, let's get her out of here.
I immediately remove the rope from my wrist. And I'm going to, while they check on them, I'm going to stay alert and look around and try to wait and see if anything else comes.
Okay. You two run over to Taenel, and you move the large leather-like wing off to the side and roll her over, and you see her face went from that light pale complexion to almost like a deep green yellow. And you see the whites of her eyes are even a bit of a yellow, but her eyes are still red. Clutching a dagger in her hand with sort of streaking down the sides of her face. Why did I save you?
Frankly, I'm asking myself the same thing, but, Cirion, grab her left side, I'll grab her right side. Let's get her far away from here as we can.
Big.
No, I still have an Atlas salve. Can I give that to her?
If you choose to.
Give it to her.
I think she poisoned? I think she's just poisoned. I mean, she's probably wounded to an extent.
You don't know.
I think if she's bleeding and whatnot, I'm assuming she's wounded, so I'm gonna kind of like take Malvhor's advice, like take her side, bring her up, and I'm gonna pull out from my pouch the Atlas salve, bite off the top, and go, drink this.
Go ahead and roll 1d4 plus 1, please.
It does how much in damage and she dies?
Fuck!
As he's doing that, Fig, out of the main cave opening that you exited from, you see the moonlight catches it just right, just the sheen of those beady black eyes staring out from inside.
We have to keep going. We have to keep going now.
as you heft up Taenel. I agree with Greenwood. Shelob loves a good hunt, but she won't
You
venture
two
much
take her,
further from here.
I'll follow behind and cover our backs.
Yeah, we're just dragging her.
Like, try to feed her the Athos salve or drink her the Athos salve.
It's a salve, so like a.
Okay,
You just lob it on her face.
Swap.
Take this.
Slaps her across the face.
Yeah.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack. Fuck.
Yeah. So I'm pushing you guys to go and carry her, and I'll cover the rear.
We're taking her at that point.
You pick her up.
Just heading for the fortress, I see.
Head for the stone-carved stairwell off into the distance of this clearing that leads up towards a small ridge line of the mountains to see the fortress in the distance. As you look out, you see a single citadel tower. Nope, shit. Come on. Oh no. Did I break it?
I mean, I hear music. Oh, no, I don't.
Nope, hang on. It broke on my end. 1 second. Just being slow. There we go. Should be back now.
Yep.
You see a lone tower that sits upon almost like a peak of a bit of a mountain with a causeway that stretches a gap between the main path and the actual fortress itself, surrounded in almost like a dark ironstone wall. You see along the bulwarks several figures pacing back and forth on guard duty. You see at the top of the tower a murder of crows or some sort of crabine or something, some sort of flying creature that just circles the tower. Out in front, you see several banners in front of the gates and a couple of creatures that resemble the shape and the size of wargs, but don't seem to bear any fur, that seem to just skulk the grounds with riders atop them. Looking out past the fortress, you see an endless sea of gray, black clouds and a lone mountain peak that just seems to bellow smoke in this orange-like lightning cracking every now and again of this broken, poisoned land. You've made it to Cirith Ungol.
Welcome to
I just
Mordor.
realized, too? You know what I just realized? You have to go back.
I mean, we don't necessarily have to go back through that cave. I mean, that's assuming we survive Cirith Ungol.
I need everybody to make a corruption saving throw.
We have to. Yup. Great.
You know what? I have it, so I'm gonna burn it.
This music, though. Oh my god.
Ooh! 18!
Do I want to burn and No, fuck it. I'll shadow, I guess.
Alright.
Well, it's not doing shadow points anymore.
Shut up, Lindsay. Let me lie to myself.
I'm still doing shadow points. They just don't do what the book says.
Yeah.
So.
Are you sure? You sure, Kev?
Looking out over that planescape below, and even the fortress in front, you feel this oppressive demeanor of this environment, just something constantly watching you, something that does not seem to enjoy your presence. The air itself is hard to breathe regardless of your altitude right now. It's just almost like poisoned to the point where every time you go to take a deep breath, you almost want to cough.
Fuck.
Cirion, you take 1 shadow point. What would we like to do?
I'm gonna throw myself off the side of the mountain.
How's Taenel looking?
Not good.
Especially after what I gave her. Especially probably not good.
Yeah, she's not. It's the worst you've seen her in the fights you've had with her.
Okay, Taenel. I think we're. You think we're far enough from the cave?
Oh, if we weren't, we would have heard about it by now.
Can I make any makeshift bandage for her or anything?
Sure, if you have anything to do it, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Let me check if I have anything to do it first. I get too crazy.
I'm waiting for someone to come up with a crazy idea I just thought of. And I don't recommend doing it either, though.
I'm just waiting for Fig to come up and kill her.
No.
Can I rip off like a small part of my sleeve and make a makeshift bandage for what I see like possibly the worst wound?
Sure.
Fuck me! Not worth it.
You bandage a part of her. Whether it actually has any redeemable effect on her, you haven't really dealt with healing vampires.
Does there?
Go. I'm just gonna look at her and go, sorry, I tried.
This might be
I know the idea. I think I just had the same idea you had, Lindsay.
I have a dumb question. Does there seem to be any sort of like floral around that might have properties of? Because I guess this is kind of meta of me, but when I was in Nelia, I was trying to remember regions of what had what as flowers and stuff, and I don't know if Mordor had any, but I doubt it. So I'm gonna ask anyways, as Fig looking around and seeing if there's anything that might help with her situation.
Go ahead and give me either nature or survival, your choice.
12.
This is a barren wasteland.
Yep, that's what I figured. That's fine. That's fine.
You know, I'm not gonna say it.
No, I think you did come up with the same thing.
Taenel props herself up against the side of the mountain and takes out her dagger and just sort of slumps it to the side of her. Well, this is where I'll remain for now. I'm not too welcome over there, so I'd rather not edge any closer. I'll heal in time. But whatever you came here to do, you can go do it. I'll be here. I expect you to return the favor. I saved your asses back there. So get me the information I want.
Okay.
I'm very grateful that you went above and beyond.
If it's any consolation,
I'm gonna lean into Cirion and be like, Cirion, how are you feeling? Do you think you could let her have a little roll?
No! Matt!
I'm gonna like look at him, kind of like glance, being like, look back at her. It's like,
No!
Something like that help.
I'm glaring at the both of you right now.
Oh, bad idea. Bad
She's
idea.
like wide eyes, like, no.
If I had more health, I would.
You know what? Fuck it. So I'm gonna roll up like part of my sleeve and go. Would it help?
Matt, why? Matt, why?
Because he didn't have. Yeah, because he's chaotic. I knew he might do
chaotic
it.
monkey leading another chaotic monkey. Why am I playing with chaotic monkeys?
Just a little, maybe.
She narrows her eyes and like cocks her head, like she's trying to read into your mind of what possible catch or ulterior motive are you getting at. You'd give yourself willingly.
Just a little. Way of saying thanks. None of us would be here if it wasn't for you. Tit for tat, if you will.
She grabs you by the center of your armor and your undergarment and pulls you in. This was your choice. And she brandishes her fangs and drives them into your neck.
This is a terrible
Tommy
idea.
wants to yell, "Oh yeah!"
Oh my
This is a terrible idea. Don't die.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
If you fail this save, I swear to everything that's like
If he fails this
just
save, it is narratively
divine-
perfect.
divine and sacred on this planet, I will come find you.
Burn
Kevin!
inspiration.
You get +4.
Do you already-
That'll save you.
Oh, viewer inspiration?
Do I have your inspiration?
You were just given it.
Well, you just got one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just got it.
Too.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
if you have a regular inspiration, it might be useful.
Hold on.
I
I'll
thought
say
he
that.
used it already.
I thought he might have too, but I don't
No,
know.
I still have my regular inspiration.
I thought you used it for whatever you
No, so I still have my advantage. I haven't used my inspiration yet. I saved it because I thought I was gonna use it, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna save it. After that, burning it. Oh, that's much better.
At least it went up. I usually go down.
I don't think that's enough if I remember correctly.
10 total.
It's nice knowing you,
Hey, guys.
Cirion.
Yep, I guess.
How many hit points do you have?
That's what you get for taking Malvor's advice.
You know how we work. 22, by the way.
22. All right.
I was gonna say he knows how his character is. It was completely up to him.
You take 7 piercing and 10 necrotic. And your hit point maximum is reduced by 10.
Oh.
Are you out?
No.
No, his maximum, his ceiling.
I know, but doesn't
that's
that
permanent?
does that not make him unconscious?
I don't think it does damage. I think it's the same.
No.
It's the same. It's a 10 necrotic damage, but that same damage
right.
also
Is
reduces it by 10.
that
You take-
permanent?
you-
For now.
as far as you know right now.
Oh shit.
As you feel the fangs retract from your neck and you shuffle a bit and she pushes you forward and you see her blink and lock eyes with you and you see the eyes glow one more time. I need another wisdom saving throw.
Bye, guys. There we go.
Anytime
Now
she
when it
tries to
matters.
hypnotize you, it fails.
Fig's turned away right when she bit him and is just not watching. She's now very mad.
Go.
Oh, she,
I
Taenel
cannot.
is having the wildest time of her life. She's been alive for thousands of years. She has never met a group of bigger fucking weirdos than us who somehow resist her wiles.
I cannot believe you fed that idea.
I was also being nice on that second one.
Yeah, I saw your face of like, oh.
That second one, I was being nice. I almost told you at disadvantage because you willingly entered this.
It's like, I just wanted to give her a little bit, not the full fucking thing.
That's not the point, though.
I mean, you
You're
might not
still
have
getting
control
bit,
over it.
bro.
It is what it is. We did it.
You did it.
I did it, but Malvhor helped.
I just gave you the idea because I don't know if you thought of it.
God, Matt, why? I should have kept my mouth shut.
I would still would have thought of it, I think.
You would have. Yeah, you would have.
But
I know you.
It was a perfect opportunity to try and finish her off, but that didn't feel right.
No, she helped us.
What are we doing?
Well,
I'm going to start walking.
Yeah, hope you're feeling a little bit better, Taenel. We're gonna go have a conversation with Mordu.
Enjoy his company. As you leave her behind and trek down the side towards the main causeway, how are we approaching Cirith Ungol?
I think, and I'm gonna say this to everyone else, I think we walk up and announce ourselves.
Yeah,
Would
that's
not-
what I figured.
Would not. I don't know if we can break in. I'm not up.
Yeah.
I'm not up for breaking in or a fight, to be honest.
Not if we're here to parlay, it doesn't make sense. So, I was prepared to just walk up. Paul?
Us.
Yup.
I guess I'll lead the way because I usually have a silver tongue, even though I am exhausted.
I'll be right next to you because I had started to walk already. I'll just keep pace.
Malvhor, you are the guide, correctly?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Time to make an arrival check. Go ahead and roll a d8, please.
Oh my god.
6. That's oddly appropriate.
Why?
I love appropriate.
Oh. No. So as you guys have left from Peligir through Osgiliath, sidetracked briefly about a cat, and had some pretty dark dealings in Athelion, and made a loose alliance, only to come to pretty much the source of Cirion's plagued memories of Minas Ethel, and encountered something of this world very few have even heard of, let alone seen.
Let alone lived through.
Trudged through Shelob's lair once to come out into Mordor, determined with what your goal is, though maybe exhausted, bloodied, and mentally strained. The many leagues that you have traveled has filled you with a sense of clear purpose regarding your goal, dark though the path ahead may be. The guide for the next embarkation roll can add +1.
Ooh.
Oh.
So
That's
I'll
nice.
make that a fellowship thing, so it doesn't necessarily have to be the same guide. So
Okay.
just make note that the next embarkation roll for the next journey, you can add +1 to it. That one is entitled Grimly Determined.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was like, oddly appropriate. Alright. Malvhor, you trudge on up across the causeway to the front gate. That was a question.
Yes, I do. I thought it was a statement.
No, just a question.
That sounds like a
Clarifying, make sure.
So- Never mind.
No, you asked.
Oh. I guess because Fig likes to try to be, like, connected with the earth and everything, how does everything feel right now? Like, just like a atmosphere of super tension and whatnot? Or like, I don't know, anything else? So
Dead.
Dead. Everything's dead. So there's nothing.
The earth here feels choked and starved.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So following Malvhor's lead, you all follow the path and up the causeway that spans across the two peaks to Cirith Ungol. And you see banners sort of flapping in the wind as a couple of the mounted riders eye you with such curiosity as the creatures come up alongside and snarl, and you see a large, heavy-set, stout orc with almost like deep green skin and a patch of like black mohawk hair shamble up to above the gate and look down. Well. What do we have here? A couple of pink skins waltzing into Mordor. You all have a death wish?
We are here to parley with Mordu. He knows of us.
You hear echoing laughs as other orcs along the ramparts begin to chime in, and the creature snarling next to you as like the two mounted riders like circle you, as the one creature sort of snaps and barks at the three of you. Parley. You hear that? These lot think they can march up here and demand a parley. And what grounds do you have to demand such an audience?
We have helped Mordu in the past. I think you will find you would be very interested in our arrival. We did not walk through through Shelob's lair and climb the 1,000 stairs to be stopped here.
You hear some mumblings up on the ramparts. Oh, keep it down. Shelob's lair. And what business do you have that requires such an audience? As the riders circle you, one holding up a spear, very lean, smaller, almost goblin-like, but does still appear to be orc with a iron helmet. You can just see like a yellow eyes underneath. Hold out the spear and gesture towards Fig. Why? This one's got some meat on her bones. Why not let him in? It's been a while since we've had a good meal.
I glare and rest my hand at the hilt of my axe.
Ordu has overseen many efforts in the lands of Gondor to the west. We are here to discuss those efforts and their fruits. Now, are you going to continue interrogating and batting words with me? Or are you going to fetch... Are you going to bring me to Mordu?
Bit of a backbone for someone who doesn't hold any of the cards here. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
I'm going to use my discourse feature. Because I'm at disadvantage, so that'll make it a straight roll.
Okay.
That means I won't be able to use it on Mordu.
Oh boy.
$19.
Not something you see every day. Most men from down the mountain usually roll over and die. Especially in, what was it called? Minas Ithil. Butchered to the last is from what I heard. Very well. This may be entertaining, and there's one thing we don't get up here much is entertainment, is that right? You hear a bunch of the orcs sort of like rowl up and raise their weapons, and there's some chanting going on. Let me deliver your message to the good Lord. If he sees it fit to meet with you, then you will be welcomed within these walls under a banner of parley. Who should I tell him is here to see him?
Malvhor, Cirion, and Fig. The ones from Osgiliath. He'll know.
You sit tight. As you see him shuffle off, almost favoring one side of his body as you see him move off and out of sight. The crossbowmen and the two mounted never take eyes off of you. There's just a windy silence over the field with the occasional shifting of armor, clanking of metal, and the sound of the large footfalls of the mount creatures. Minutes pass. 30 minutes pass.
Fuck.
You hear caw from one of the flying crow-like or raven-like creatures circling the citadel. Suddenly, as the gate slowly begins to crack open and the two mounts stop and look at each other and flank you, the gate comes to its completely open posture. You can see inside a couple of tents and various structures and buildings on the inside, and maybe a handful of a dozen orcs or so shifting at the front of the gate. And you see that same heavy-set orc that was up there with a fur pelt on one side of him, very stout, and his right leg is missing with a piece of iron metal shoved through the thigh to make up for almost like a peg leg. Welcome to Cirith Ungol. The good Lord would see you. As he gestures for the three of you to follow as the two mounts flank you and corral you in through the gate. As you walk through and look around, you see dozens of orcs and goblins that are just sort of up on rooftops, on the ramparts, and just in various areas of the fortress that are just watching you, snarling, barking, snapping, shouting random insults at you as they just try and parade you down the center of Cirith Ungol and towards the citadel. You get a few feet in and you hear as the gates close behind you. We're going to end.
We're only getting out of here if we're let go.
Maybe.
You made it.
Yay!
I'm exhausted.
Roy! Team.
It would have sucked if we went all that way, survived the encounter with Shelob, just get to the gate, fail the persuasion check, and they just light us up with crossbows.
Yeah, I mean, seeking an audience with the enemy isn't always a guaranteed thing. You have easier times with audiences with, the free people.
Yeah.
But I believe the scholar has an ability that can pretty much automatically get an audience with the enemy.
I think that's my class does when I'm higher level.
Is it Warden? Okay.
That's the Warden as the diplomat.
I think that's my specific subclass.
Okay.
When I get a higher
I couldn't
level.
remember if it was Scholar. Scholar has the tongues of the enemy or something.
Yeah, because that's what I almost made Thea, but then I wanted her to be useful in combat.
I know, right? So eventually I'll have that ability, but I don't have it yet.
Yeah.
Yep, so
what is
here we
that?
are.
15?
I don't know. I have the book
I think
right here.
it's above 10, I think. So, but yeah, I was really interested in that feature, but I was like, I don't know, man. I want extra attack.
I feel like it's good to do it here. I was gonna wait until after the whole audience phase and everything, but you all level up.
Oh!
So you can roll your hit points, add it to what you have, but obviously you do not heal.
Fully heal. Yeah.
You don't World of Warcraft ding.
MMO ding.
Yep.
Yay!
You're right, Lindsay. It is level 15.
Have fun. I'm
Hey, I got back what I lost.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god, I'm exhausted.
There you go. So
in a way, I'm hoping I get what I lost back because I was generous, but at the same time, it's like, fuck it. It was for a good cause. In quotes.
Fine, I'll roll 2. Hold on.
Good cause.
While they're leveling their characters for next week, just again, this Friday, Lindsay will be streaming Kingdom Castle. So if you enjoyed it last week, come by and watch Lindsay do it, and you can play along free in browser. Don't even have to own the game if you don't want it, and you can be a nobility of one of 3 houses, which we can either run a poll and vote on, or Lindsay can pick whatever the Damn, son! Look at that!
Hell yeah!
And Lindsay, we'll get you the official stuff for your new level, because now we're dipping into new stuff. So we'll get you that. And then again, our only other announcement is that Lindsay will be returning to a regular streaming schedule on Monday at 2 p.m. For miniature painting. So if you enjoy minis, if you enjoy painting, if you enjoy Lindsay, if you enjoy all 3, come on by at 2 p.m. on Mondays for our return of Paint and Chat, unless we're going to rename it, which I don't think we are. But
no.
So
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. So
I hope it's not broken.
Anybody else have any announcements that I'm not?
Do we regain any hit die dice
Sunday
too?
Witcher Power Hour.
No. You don't regain
Okay.
any hit dice.
Okay.
You can add one for the new level, but you don't regain what you've spent.
Right. Okay.
Sweet.
Okay, I think that's all goody good.
This hourglass came in handy.
Yeah, that was very scary.
That was horrible.
I was at 8 hit points.
Yeah, that was very bad.
That's why I was like, I love all of our little banter, but the real life time's ticking by.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like walking in on just a leg right now.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens next week with the beginning of an audience phase with Mordu.
Oh.
So come ready to RP next week, because that's probably gonna be the whole thing. So
Oh goody.
we're gonna buckle up and drive the show. We'll go over audience phases again next week, but one person will be making the checks for the purpose of that. But that doesn't mean only they have to talk. You guys can all talk, and one person will be making a check on behalf of the entire fellowship. So we'll see what happens and see
Malvhor,
if you
you're
get
up
your
to no nuts.
answers.
If I
See
could
if you
roll
get your
well.
answers with this curse. Figure out what's this tribute that might interest Taenel, and see where it goes from here. So, thank you so much for joining us, everybody, tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next Tuesday with the continuation of this. Check out the rest of the stuff that we have coming for you this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay proficient.